All right, let's see how the Apple Smart product does with the same test. Totally destroyed. All right, let's smack it with these 13 pounds of chains that I used to work out with. Direct hit, unfazed. His numerals are way larger and more satisfying than yours ever were. Direct exposure to fire. Yeah, I get it nice and toasty. All right, let's see it. Seen better days, but with a little wipe off. Good as new. All right, let's see how it handles a direct hit from the old back plate of an AK-47. Oh no! We have our first crack, but you know what? We're still fully functional. Hell yeah. So guys, I'm tripping out here. Not only is it still fully functional after getting hit with the backplate, the good old jawbreaker, against the squat rack, these cracks are all under the glass. They're all superficial. I'm pushing on the glass as hard as I can. You can see my knuckles whiting out. And it's not breaking. I legitimately, there's nothing. This top is still completely smooth. Totally functional. The light still works. This is literally still completely usable. Alright, so I'm currently finding the highest place to throw this off of. To help with visibility, as it falls, I've tied 2 bright pink alerts on it. The strap, also from a prior test, the clasp was snapped off. So what I did was use these little clips to kind of brace it so it still has that shock support. Oh, there it is. Let's go see it. Guys, here it is. Back down to ground level. My strap brace apparently did not hold up. Let's see, we're looking at a 5-story drop. We have some cracking, and this cracking actually went all the way through the screen because I can feel it on the top. It's not just on that bottom part. Let's test the functions. Look at that. Works like a charm. Let's test all the buttons. Reset button. Let's see if I can hit it. Reset button. The light still works. Fully functional after dropping from all the way up there, that very top story. Little crack on the top, but you know what? If the clip was still there and it wasn't lost during one of the last experiments, it would still be functional and still, like I said, get you home. See the back. Totally fine. Non-factor. We're going to do the Biohazard dunk, but before I do, I just want to show you guys that even though it has all the cracks in the screen, this is the final test we're running. So it got thrown off the roof, did all of the other things already. Look at this. Pushing on the screen as hard as I can, I still cannot cave it in. So even though it has that huge crack that now I can fill on the outside, as well as the cracks on the bottom side of the glass, it is still fully functional, and I can't cave in that glass. It's not like that glass is falling out. Like, it's still there. Like, it still has some level of integrity to protect it. So, without further ado, the very last test we have for this little G-Shock. And I hate doing this one, but the great Jim Kincaid himself requested it. Biohazard dunk. So as you can see, this is our Biohazard room. This sink has seen, all just from me personally, from me putting things in here, AIDS, blood, Hep A, B, C, everything you could possibly think about. Chemotherapy patients, obviously stool, feces from people who have MRSA, everything you could possibly think about has been in this sink. So, say goodbye once and for all to this G-Shock, because I'm going to immediately throw it away after dunking it in here. There we go. Kind of clean the bottom of it there with the G-Shock. I'd say it has been as dunked as something can be. Let's see here if it is still water resistant. Oh no, it is not. I'm going to start another recording again when I get some gloves on. Let's see what we're looking at here. Oh shit, I thought there was water leaking out from in there, but it's still working. What the fuck? That's crazy. Hold on, let's do this. Let it sit in there for a second here. Biohazard sink. Actuate some buttons under the water. Okay, there's definitely water coming from inside the module. Or inside the case, rather, but what the fuck? It's still very much alive. See, the light works. Holy shit. Now taking a nice little bath in our sanitizing Virex cleaner. Look at that. Just ticking away. Total non-factor. I'm going to leave it there for 10 minutes for it to actually sanitize. And fuck, I guess we'll see what else we can do to this watch. Alright guys, so check this out. I thought leaving it for 10 minutes in the sanitizing solution killed it completely. But, weirdly enough, I could still see it from down here. And here's the fucking trip of it, right? Thought it was dead. Not dead. But when I go in an extreme angle from the bottom or the top, this shit still works. Sets the light. Is it going? I can't tell. Let's see. The light still works. So I'm going to actually let it dry out completely and see if the screen returns to normal. Because I know, like, I've seen videos where people like freeze them and shit, and they still come back. So let's go ahead and let it dry and see, you know, if we're still going to be torturing this thing or if it's finally gone to its watery grave. So I left it in the locker room to thaw out, or rather to dry out over the duration of my shift, and it is officially dead. So the screen is completely gone at this point. Let's see if the light still works, weirdly enough, and you can still hear it. But yeah, I'm officially calling it. I can't see it. I can't read the time. It is no longer a functioning watch. So my theory is that the water also got in the module, just didn't do as much damage for some reason as the cleaner, which finally did in the screen. So that is the end to my old companion. Oh. Though in reality, here's the most watches will ever go through. It lived.